13 in a row. Here's John Danigelis, the senior captain. Nice pass and a shot to score from Jackson Morrill. That's good. Yale won in overtime last week against Penn. Here comes Crump to the cage and a flip on the alley. That's Nick Cardile. Gives it up to Brandow. Turns the corner and scored. We won the 6.5 mark of the opening quarter.
Yale is on pace to score 40 goals.
Off the slide, Danigelis with a... Over to Brian Tevlin. Kotler shoots and scores. A 9-goal first quarter explosion by Yale.
Grant Damon, Mac O'Keefe, spectators are going. He's, immune to.
Yale on the extra man. How about this? A perfect 10 goals in the opening quarter. Good. They're scary good to begin with.
Well, you look at the nucleus
Next week, as good as Brandow is, he still has a long pole. Quinn explained the strategy. Now the fourth face-off man for Penn State. So do battle one more time. The season, our series, no slouch. 63%. 11th nationally.
I was going to say, championship weekend before is the head lacrosse coach at Cornell University. Lost a heartbreaking national championship game. But you go back to that original game, and you knew TD Erlin and solving this face-off conundrum was job one for Penn State.
They failed that one so far. Erlin and Arceri tied up. Penn State used 4 different face-off men.
That's a
first quarter.
This long extended draw is a win. Yeah, I know TD got it, but at least it's more than 2 seconds. If Gerard Arceri of Penn State can hold him in there for 1001, 1002, 1003, then it becomes a truth.
I think it comes down to the fact that we can blame everything on TD and the offense not getting opportunities, but defensively, as we see a great check there, certain guys got to step up. Colby Knies has to play the best 3 quarters of his life, because as much as TD's dominated, Penn State has been let down on the defensive end. There was a lot of easy goals.
Right there, maybe the spark that's a catalyst for a comeback. A transition opportunity. Yale had to turn it over. One of their players was playing without a stick. Chris Sabia, the long pole, finds Mac O'Keefe, and his lightning-quick release is good for goal number 76 on the season.
Slap check. Whack. Right there. Got a bungee cord. Turnover, playing without a stick. Now at the other end, this is a brilliant backdoor cut by Mac O'Keefe. He steps to the outside. His defender presses out on him, and then he pulls the string.
The NCAA tournament record for most goals is 19 by Chris Cloutier back in 2016 when Carolina won it all. Now Arceri, the face-off, gets the exit. Arceri shoots and scores! The Lion just got a little bit of a roar.
White out. Remember, this isn't just any team that was down by 7 goals before that Arceri goal. This is Penn State, one of the greatest offenses this sport has seen. They're a juggernaut, but this goal is different. This is different than Grant Ament or Mac O'Keefe making it happen. This is Gerard Arceri, who was beat up the entire first quarter by TD Erlin.
For the great Gatsby of the green light at the end of the deck, a symbol of hope. That last goal, a glimmer of hope, a green light for Penn State, even though they're down 6 goals. Esbach, though, picks it up for people.
No, I'm saying not on you. You didn't call mom goal there.
I thought you went Starbucks on me and butchered my name.
You can just see body language from this Penn State sideline, from their players, the way they're handling the ball, the way they're communicating. They've settled in, okay? It's quite a head start they've given.
Over to Nick Spillane. Ament now the quarterback of this offense. Finding O'Keefe. Ament to O'Keefe was good for 6 goals last week. And O'Keefe found the left hand free. And don't look now. That's 4 in a row for Penn State.
Love watching this kid shoot, Quint. Love it.
Oh, Penn State run.
His shooting skills are special, and we're going to compare him to some athletes in other sports. Usually a sidearm or underhand release clocked at 95 miles an hour, and that's from 39 feet away from the goal. Think about the difference in baseball. 60 feet, 6 inches or so. That's top of the box. That's 20 yards. So the lacrosse goalie is under pressure. Second thing he does is with that underhand release, the change of levels. Ball starts down by his feet. It ends up by the goalie's shoulder. Guess who else does this? Alex Ovechkin on the one-timer slap shot. From ice level to crossbar level. Confusing, confounding goalies. And this is the last goal by O'Keefe. Watch, plants down low. Look at the release point. Down by the goalie's knees. Next thing you know, the ball's on top of you and up by your ear. He's the best shooter I've seen in the last decade, and it's really not close.
And it all started in the backyard. He used to have a goal against a wooden fence, and he wore out that fence. His family doesn't like him telling the story about the fence because he broke a lot of wooden panels on that fence for a number of years. But you know what that happened? What happened, that all of a sudden turned into, okay, I got to start breaking the fence.
Even on Long Island.
Even on Long Island, exactly. Yeah, where there's a lot of side deals.
He said he had to repair it so many times his dog would often escape through that hole in the fence. Lucas Kotler down the alley. Right. Over to Brandow. Yale opened this game on a 10-1 run. And Brandow
has crushed all of their freshman scoring records.
Erlin and Arceri back to work, and Arceri wins this faceoff. Accelerates. Arceri again scores! That's 2 pinch and pop goals for Gerard Arceri, a third-team All-American. That's 11-6. 4 for 13 today. It's a 5-1 Penn State scoring run. He's making it a battle. Yale able to win this one. Danigelis all the way. On the doorstep, Gaudette, he drops it. Normally sure-handed. Sabia all over. Ament has his man hung up. Probing. Observing.
This is slow death for a defense.
Ament snakes around and scores. This might be first to 20, Q.
This is game on in East. A 4-goal margin. Are you kidding me? We got 9 minutes before halftime. We are.
The Lion no longer sleeping. What was once a 10-1 Yale lead is now whittled to 11-7.
And Andy Shea continues to throw D.D. Erlin out the faceoff action. But this is death if you're Yale's defense. Chris Fake gets hung up. Actually, it's Weitzel.
It's too quick to get the goal line extended, and I'll tell you what, man, he is an absolute lacrosse rat. I spent time a couple weeks ago with Grant when I went to Penn State. Gave him a haircut, watched practice, spent the day with the seniors and him. He's an unbelievable kid, man. He's such a leader for this team and an amazing lacrosse player. Just a selfless individual that wants to put Penn State
to Monday.
Penn State's back to a man-to-man defensive scheme.
Morrill. Set tie. And it's 12-7. There's 2 parts here. Penn State's possessing the ball. Yeah, they can score.
So much space and net to look at down the alley.
How fun has this game been?
They got to keep throwing different ideas defensively. Someone has to win a matchup on the perimeter. And if they play zone, they can't stand around. They got to disrupt a little better on the perimeter.
Face-off violation on Penn State, so Yale gets it back. T.D. Erlin continues to be a big advantage. Starting close defenseman for Penn State from the greater Philadelphia area. Now Nick Spillane, who Jeff Tambroni calls the unsung hero of this team. Grant Ament missed all of last season with an injury, and Spillane quarterbacked the offense. O'Keefe. Hold your breath every time he shoots.
That was clearly a moving pick.
Spinning around, last player in his class. Signed with Penn State after his senior year of high school. Mac O'Keefe committed to Penn State when he was in 9th grade. That's his 3rd goal of the game. His 78th on the season, and it's 12-8 with a lot of lacrosse left to play.
You just can't let him shoot. I don't know any other answers. The catch, it's pretty good defense. He turns blindly. What Penn State does so well with him, though, Clark, is they get him to top center.
In anticipation, when Grant Ament has the ball, Mac O'Keefe just knows where to find those soft spots. But, you know, you could say cover him. You shouldn't let him get the ball. Well, guess what? On that last one, he caught that with a stick on his hands. But they didn't have the sea of white with an entire stadium behind them.
Here comes Nick Spillane. Spillane has some momentum, feeds inside, the extra pass. Dylan Folds. We're going to get that man a girlfriend before the weekend is over. Questionnaire, and they filled it out. What do you want to do after college? And Folds, in an article that was on The Athletic this week that Dana O'Neill wrote, I couldn't think of something, so he said, I wanted to put something in there that would get our attention, basically, and said, find a girlfriend. And then his mom called him and said, you didn't know you were looking for a girlfriend?
Why, she has a couple lined up?
Maybe she does. That was his 39th goal of the season.
This is a win for Penn State. The longer that goes on, the better.
They're making it a game of attrition with TD.
They also missed the window of delivering a knockout punch. But is there a knockout punch against Penn State, a team that can score the way they score?
Pratt has the stick knocked out from his hands. All the momentum in this crowd right now behind the Nittany Lions. Peck has a trail checked away by Tevlin.
Those hurt. Those hurt.
Brian Tevlin, 12 in blue. What a story. A young man who missed 2 games this year after having surgery to donate bone marrow. He's going to
He was in high school.
skip past the Cutler. It's a save by Kanice. And it belongs to Penn State. Cardile was closest to the ball where it went out. Can you imagine if Penn State gets to within 2 or even 1 before halftime, given how this game started? It was 10-1 Yale at one point.
Clearing has been an issue. The defense is doing a little better lately in this game.
15 seconds now. Tevin will go. Streaking to the cage. Over to Morrill. From behind. Gets the pick from Tevin. Morrill against Cardeal. He knocks it away. It's on the turf. Morrill slips. And the first half ends. Oh, you like offense and some violent pendulum swings. You got it. Yale jumped out to a 10-1 lead. The champions flexed every muscle. And then Penn State, the #1 seed with this historic offense, responded to make it a 3-goal game going into halftime. Kark.
Coach, you're on pace for almost 60 shots. Where have the teams been offensively?
Well, when we get the ball early in the offense and we get it moving a little bit, you know, we're getting pretty good looks. I think the end of the second quarter, it dried up for us a little bit. We got to keep the foot on the gas.
What do you need to do to get that going again?
We got to play fast in transition, and we got to play at our pace. And I don't think we were a couple of those possessions. We got to keep going faster.
Penn State leads the nation in goals per game. What's the biggest concern defensively for you in this second half?
I mean, we've been backdoored a couple times, scored 2 off the face. You know, we got to play a little smarter, and we got to get a couple more saves.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, Anish, when you're getting dominated at the X, you better be clean in all other phases of the game. And that's what Jeff Tambroni just told me. He said they haven't cleared the ball well. They haven't found those opportunities in the middle of the field to win the ground ball battle. They feel like they could wear TD out if they continue to throw multiple guys at him. But they have to be clean. They have to be better on defense, communicating. He also felt the second quarter, their offense came alive because they shared the ball much better than the first, where there was a lot of standing around one-on-one play. This offense is predicated on hyper-speed ball movement.
Couple of stats that jump out. 1 face-offs. TD Ierlan has